all a part of the company's month-long Croctober celebration. According to the Crocs website, the boots drop on October 23rd, which is Crocs Day, for just under $160. And with today's top consumer headlines, I'm Kristen McIntosh.
Well, there you go, Dave. Crocs that are boots and have fur.
What is the apple bottom jeans? You got to wear with them too, right?
I guess.
Well, but not quite boot season yet. I would think you'd say, Dave, needs to be a little bit on the cooler side because the last thing you want is sweating in your boots, right? Well, we're still going to have some really warm temperatures as the week progresses here. Again, low humidity, but plenty of sunshine, middle 80s coming up this week, but still very dry. So it means no rain through the week here. The drought, of course, going to get worse. However, there's going to be a few changes by the weekend as a cold front comes in here Saturday night into Sunday morning. We'll bring us some scattered storms. Could be some strong ones out there, something we'll be watching as the week progresses. But right now, the active weather is through the plain states to the west and along the eastern seaboard. We have this big coastal low working its way up to the north, causing all kinds of issues there. Meanwhile, back here at home, we have high pressure. You have sinking air, and that's going to allow us to really heat up out there. And that northerly flow, keeping it less humid for now. Gradually, that high will move up to the eastern seaboard, and the southerly wind in the backside of it gets here for the weekend, giving us a little bit of some moisture. But before that happens, look at the high temperature trend coming up to the middle 80s for the rest of the week, when on normal we should only be 78 for highs this time of year. Instead, running anywhere from 5 to almost 10 degrees warmer than we need to be for this time of year. So get ready for that heat. It's already feeling it out there now with that sunshine. Gorgeous day today, 83 degrees. At least there's a nice breeze. The humidity running a little low there at 27%. Something to be watching is that dew point sits in the 40s. This is going to keep that fire danger threat up a little bit higher. So don't want to be burning anything out there right now with the very dry conditions we have across the area. Temperatures go from 79 Gadsden, Adiana to 85 Tuscaloosa, Moundville, Clanton at 82, St. View and Talladega getting ready for the big race weekend. We'll have that forecast in just a bit. For the kids headed to practice, football, soccer, you name it, this afternoon and evening, not bad. 79 at 5 o'clock, falling to 72 degrees there by 7 o'clock tonight. And overnight, going to be cool and comfortable again. Not as cool as the last couple mornings. Got down to 50 here in Birmingham, but there were a number of 40s around the map too. Shouldn't see much in the way of 40s, but lower to middle 50s when you wake up tomorrow morning. By the afternoon, anywhere from 79 in Double Springs, 80 on Iana, 84 here in Birmingham, 85 Tuscaloosa, Brent, Rockford in the middle 80s as well. So nice toasty day for this time of year. Now it's going to stay dry as mentioned all the way through Friday. Little rain Saturday, then overnight Saturday into Sunday morning. That's where our next front is going to work its way into the area. And so this drought update, when we show it on Thursday, the new update is going to show probably an expansion of that severe drought, spreading much more across central Alabama. Now as we get to Friday, it looks good for the races there. Saturday and Sunday for Talladega weekend. Again, late rain Saturday should be okay for the race there. But on Sunday, that rain mostly in the morning hours. The race is at 1 o'clock. The main race there, Yellowwood 500. Temperature's about 79 degrees, so the weather should be improving. And you can see Saturday morning, again, dry there. But as we get to later on Saturday, watch what happens. Some of this rain starts to move in. Tailgating for the Alabama game looking okay. But during the game, may have a little showers coming in. And then after the game, in the middle of the night, line of showers and thunderstorms. Some of them could be on the strong side. We'll have to keep an eye out for that. Timing of this is going to change before we get to Sunday as the models try to get more agreement with this front coming in. But it will bring us some much needed rain. And as this passes through by Sunday morning at 7 a.m., potentially everything clears out in time. So no problems for that race on Sunday afternoon. So we'll continue to update that. But leading up to that, pretty warm through Saturday. There's a little cool down coming starting on Sunday with that morning rain behind the front. Highs around 78 to 80 degrees through Thursday, and lows go from the 60s to the 50s.